Hey my dudes, it's Kaitlyn, and today we are working on the university library. So for those of you who are new, I have a college core island, and I'm basically creating a university. It's called Honeybee University, and it's just so fun to build. Today we are working on the biggest build of the island, which is the library. So I've just been procrastinating this forever, and I'm so excited that we finally got to it. So this is the area that I am just showing you guys the before. I built the main part of the library on stream and then did the decorating on my own. So if you guys are interested in watching the streams where I usually decorate, then be sure to subscribe. And if you want extra streams, be sure to become a Busy Bee because there are exclusive live streams for my Busy Bee membies. So I didn't put too much terraforming in this video just because it's basically a big box with a little island near the back where the main focal point of the library is gonna go, which is a big fossil. I also didn't put in me doing all of the flooring, but it's just the wood in-game path. This took me a while to do, but I think it looks good, and the reason I use the in-game path rather than like a really cute custom design is just because it shows up on the map and it's more practical for me and saves me design slots, so that's just the route I decided to go. And for those of you who are new, I also wanted to show you the map that I made. If you guys are interested in making a similar map, I have a whole video on how to do so. But I basically planned my island down to the individual squares on the island. And yeah, go check out that video if you're interested. So I'm covering literally every wall in bookshelves. I wanted to keep this video I just didn't want this video to be boring, which is why I'm taking out the really repetitive stuff. So I hope you get the gist of it. And then also over here, this was originally supposed to be a cafe. As you'll see, I make like a little room next to this cliff. It was going to be a cafe, but I have a cafe and student services right next to this. A little coffee shop, so I don't think that this is going to be, well, I know that it's not going to be a cafe anymore. It's actually going to be a study room. And I like that I made little separate rooms throughout the library just to cut it up a little bit so it's not just a big box. So right here is where I put the megalope fossil, the deer one. As I said, this is the main focal point of the library, and I just surrounded it in bookcases to give the library more of a double layer feel, if that makes sense. I'm lacking in my vocabulary today, but... So this is what it looks like when it's not raining out, because this did take me a couple days to do. But I started working on this little area that I guess it was supposed to be a den, but each room is basically has the same theme. It just needs books, seating areas, and needs to be cluttered because the main part of the library I don't think is going to be cluttered, but the little side rooms I like to be cluttered. I just mess around with the furniture as I go. I did plan my map down to the items in some areas, but as I decorate, I sort of change it up because it doesn't always go to plan, you know? Also, these custom designs that I use on the floor, the letters, I literally just searched up mail in the design portal. And then for the picnic blanket, I literally searched up picnic blanket. And then for the moss designs you'll see, I actually made those inspired by some designs I saw online that didn't work for me, so I'm just going to link my creator code down in the description if you're interested in the moss. And for the other ones, I apologize, I just do not have the codes for them. I'm also using these brown light posts inside, like street lamps. I was not planning on that originally, but I just love how they look, and I know they'll light up the library really nice at night, because I was worried about lighting, and I think that it'll work really well. They blend in enough to where they don't stand out awkwardly. I wasn't planning on using any ironwood furniture, but for this little study room, I thought that the walnut version of the ironwood furniture went really well. And I just like how square it is, so I think that just fits with the study room vibe. And again, this room is going to be cluttered because it is one of the side rooms. So for those of you who are interested, I don't know if I've said this in a video yet, but Juniper, my new kitten, is actually best friends with my cat now. Her and Apollo are getting along so well. You guys know how nervous I was about that, and I just couldn't be happier that they're getting along now and that they love each other. They play together literally all day. So since they've been playing together, Juniper sleeps a lot better, which is nice because she was waking us up at like 5, 6 in the morning every day. But now she sleeps pretty well throughout the night. She does wake up occasionally pretty early, but not as bad anymore. I'm just really happy because Apollo's a very introverted cat because I got him from a vet clinic and he was just in a tiny cage for like the first 5 months of his life. But since he's had Juniper and since they've been friends, like he has come out of his shell so much. I'm so proud of him. And I'm just so excited about it that I'll probably keep talking about it. So I apologize in advance for that. This little room, I don't really know what it is. It's just another study area. That's what most of these little rooms are. I added another street lamp and I think it looks amazing. The scattered papers are also like my best friend. And then I wanted to block off this room a little more, so I used the wedding fencing, and I love how it turned out. It was a little awkwardly aligned, so I just put this tiny library here, and later on I do change the color of it. So this is when I was doing the main room, and I was trying to decide how I was gonna align the desks to fill up the space. So in this video, I don't finish the main room entirely. I need to decorate it more, but I will finish that on stream probably this Wednesday. And if I don't finish it completely, I'll do the rest on a Busy Bee stream. I just need some help from you guys for ideas for the main room, how to fill it out more. I could make little separate rooms with bookcases on the sides, or I could add more desks. I'm just not totally sure yet. Also, these lamps, since it is Honeybee University, as you can see, the lamps have a honeybee stained glass on them. If you want that code, I literally just searched up stained glass on the custom designs portal, and I saw the honeybee one and had to get it because it just worked perfectly. And then, I don't know what that area in the middle is with the chalkboard. I guess it's just like a lecture area if people have a class in the library, or if somebody needs to take notes. Not totally sure. I really wanted to include the Atlas moth model on the side, but I end up taking it down because it just wasn't my favorite. I wish you could see more of the moth just from the regular view, but I feel like it blends in too much. So over here, I end up just putting a study desk and having another study area, which I think breaks up the room a little and looks good. This is where I changed the tiny library. Oh, also in this tiny area, I used the picnic blanket custom design to just make it look like a separate room. I just did this last minute and really liked how it turned out, so not mad about it. And then when I put the bookshelves back, I put them so they covered the fringe on the ends. And this is the final walkthrough of the library. Like I said, the main room is not complete yet. I have to figure it out just because I'm not totally set on the layout yet. But like I said, next week on Wednesday, you guys can help me figure out how that's gonna look. And these are the little rooms. I'm just in love with it so far. I couldn't be happier with how the deer fossil looks up there. I think it's an amazing focal point, and honestly would have never been able to come up with that if I didn't plan my map how I did in advance. So here's me taking some pictures, and then here are some shots of the little rooms in the library. I can't wait for my villagers to come explore and have a great time reading, catching up on literature, and yeah, with all of that being said, that's it for today's video. Please keep an eye out for the next stream where I decorate this, and I might make a part 2 to this video if the main room takes a long time to decorate. But I appreciate all of you watching so much, and I will see you guys very soon in another video. Bye guys!